Good morning to all. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, this is Mr. Moranjan Sahu. Today I'm going to attempt the introduction to Internet of Things. It's week 11, assignment 11, which due date is 9th April 2025. Guys, these are my credentials. You can see here. Now, let's start to solve the questions. It is week 11, assignment 11, and you can get 15 questions. We'll try to attempt the 15 questions one by one. Now, let's start the first question here. Which among the following is the most probable application scenario for a smart grid? Most probable application, that is intelligent power plants. Intelligence power plants. Now, see, we will just validate each explanation one by one. So first the option is home automation. So before that we will start. What is a smart grid? A smart grid is an advanced electrical grid that is use digital communication technology to monitor, control, and optimize the production, distribution, and consumption of electricity. So especially it is focused on improving the efficiency, reliability, and sustainability of power systems. So the question here arises. So what about home automations? What about home automations here? The home automation, while smart grid can integrate with the home automation, that is the smart meter. So this is a secondary applications rather than the primary purposes. If you choose the hospital network, so hospital network may be the benefit by reliable power supplied by the smart grid, but this is not the direct application of scenario of the smart grids. Then go for the last one, that is crop monitoring. So this is more relevant to the IoT agriculture, but not the primary smart grid application. So the most appropriate answer is the intelligent power plants, that is smart grids are designed and enhanced to operations of the power plants by enabling their real-time monitoring, load balancing, and integrating reliable energy sources, making it this highly probable and core applications. So we choose the correct option is the option number C. Okay. Now moving to the question number 2 is asking about which, with respect to a smart grid, which stakeholders are potentially benefited. Which stakeholders are potentially benefited? So option both energy service providers and consumers. Okay. 2 option C is also the correct options. Now let's go to its explanation part. We will analyze these things one by one. So first is energy providers. So we know a smart grid benefits multiple stakeholders by improving the efficiency and reliability. So if you go for the energy service providers, this benefit from the better load management, reduced outage, and integration of the renewable energy sources. These ones. Now let's analyze the question option number B, energy consumptions of the consumers. So they are benefited from the real-time pricing, energy usage insights, and improve the reliability. The third one, okay. Third one, both energy services and providers and consumers. Providers and consumers. So this is the appropriate answer because this is accurate as smart grids are designed to optimize the entire ecosystem benefit both the groups. So last option was the neither options. So neither means this is an incorrect, and primary goal of the smart grid is to benefit the both stakeholders. So the correct option we choose option number C. Now let's move to the question number 3. Question number 3. It is not possible to perform a load forecasting using a smart grid. Not possible. No, it is a false statement. So it is a false statement. Now we analyze why this is a false statement. See, load forecasting predicts electricity demands to optimize the power generation and distribution. Smart grid uses advanced sensors, IoT devices, and analytics to perform the load forecasting in the real times and enabling better planning and resource allocation. So this statement's claim is not possible, which is a false statement. That's why the correct option is the false statements. Now moving to the question number 4, there is a picture is there. So with respect to the following smart grids, okay, with respect to the following smart grid architecture, which among the following is the most probable utility of the IP networks? Most probable utility of the IP network. That is, we choose option number B. That is, the IP network is used to connect a smart grid components globally for seamless data transfers. Okay. Now see the question number. So Internet Protocol network is a critical component of the smart grid architectures. It enables the communications between the various elements, that is the smart meters, control centers, power plants, and using standardized internet protocols. So if you choose option number this IP network has no utility means it's an incorrect statement because IP network is essential for the data communications. If we choose option number C, that is IP network is used for multimedia video streaming only. So the video streaming is only, it is an incorrect statement because IP network role is a broader than the just streamings. If you choose option number D, IP network is used to induce more congestions. It is the goal to optimize the data flow, not cause congestions. But the most appropriate answers would be that is this one, because this connects smart grids components globally for seamless data transfer. This is the most probable utility. IP networks facilitate the real-time data exchange across distributed smart grid system. That's why we choose the most correct option is the option number B. Got it? Now moving to the question number 5. Question number 5 is asking about the smart home is an isolated concept and is not integratable with a smart grid. Okay, smart home is an isolated concept and is not integratable with smart grids. So question number 5 is also a false statement. So let's discuss why it is a small statements, because smart home uses I2 devices, Internet of Things, which automates to optimize the energy. Smart thermometers, appliances. Smart grid manages the border electricity networks. Smart homes can integrate with the smart grids through a smart meter and demand response programs, allowing two-way communication to optimize the energy consumption. That's these statements, they are not intelligibles, which is false statements. Now moving to the, so the correct option is the false statements. Okay, now moving to the question number 6. Question number 6 is asking about which of the following is a cloud application of a smart grid. Cloud application of a smart grid. So information management is also a cloud application of a smart grid. Energy management is also a cloud application of smart grid. Security also a smart application of smart grid. So we choose 6 option D, that is all of the above. 6 option D, that is all. Now let's discuss one by one. So information management. So information management involves storing and processing data, that uses the patterns. Now if you choose the energy management, it includes the optimizing the energy distribution consumptions using cloud-based analysis. Go for the security part. Cloud platforms can enhance the security through the monitoring and threat detections. So we choose the last option, that is called all of these. That means all are the valid cloud applications as a smart grid rely on the cloud infrastructure for this function. So the correct option will be all of this. Now let's move to the question number 7. Question number 7 is which of the following is not a vulnerability of the smart grid? Not a vulnerability of the smart grid. That is integrity and physical threats, dynamic system attacks, and none of these. We choose 7 option D, that is called none of these. Now let's go to the explanation parts. Okay, see. So the first one is integrity. So data integrity issues, that is tampering with the meter readings are the concerns. Okay, meter and concern. The second is the physical threats. Physical threat means physically attacks on infrastructure, damaging the power lines and vulnerabilities. The third one is dynamic system attacks, that is cyber attacks targeting the grid dynamic operations, that is denial of services, DOS attacks, threats. So the last option is the correct option, that is called the none of these options suggest that all the vulnerabilities what we need to identify, not a vulnerability, since all the listed options, that is A, B, C, are indeed vulnerabilities. None of this implies that there is no option, there is not a vulnerability which aligns with the questions intend to find the expression that doesn't exist. So all are the vulnerabilities. We choose the option none of these options. Best fits indicating no option is exempted. So the correct option is the none of these options. Now moving to the question number 8. The question number 8 is asking about, you can see the question number 8, IIoT correspond to which of the industrial revolutions? That is the fourth industrial revolution. So industrial Internet of Things involves connecting industrial devices system using the IoT technology for the automations and the data exchange. The first is a machinization with the system power. The first one is the machinization of a system. Second is the mass production with the electricity. Mass production with the electricity, this one. And the third one is the automation with the electronics and IT. And the last one is the appropriate option, that is Industry 4.0, characterized by the IoT, AI and smart systems, including the industry Internet of Things. So the most appropriate option is the fourth option. Okay, so we choose the IoT is a key component of the fourth industrial revolution, enabling smart factories and real-time data analytics. That's the correct option, is the fourth option, D. Now moving to the question number 9. The question number 9 is asking about IIoT is inherently data intensive. It is a true statement. Now go to the analysis part. The IIoT involves a large number of sensor devices generating vast amounts of data, temperature, pressure, production meters, the real-time monitoring and analysis. This data intensity requires storage, robust storage, processing and analytic capabilities, making IIoT inherently data intensive. That's why it is a correct statement. It is a correct statements. Okay, now moving to the question number 10. Which among the following is one of the requirement and utility of the IIoT? That is called power plant virtualizations. That is called power plant virtualization. 10 options B. 10 option B, power plant virtualizations. Now go one by one explanation part. So IIoT aims to enhance the industrial process through the connectivity and automations. So first one is option A, that is power plant interpretations, that not a requirement or utility, it is a negative outcome. It is a negative outcome. The second one is the correct option. We will discuss the last one. Option the third, the power plants decentralizations relates to distribute energy but not direct to the IIoT utility. The last option, that is power plant denotifications, not a recognized term of the utility. Okay, but the most appropriate options, that is called option B, that is power plant virtualization. It involves creating digital twins or virtual models, a utility of IIoT for simulations and optimizations. Okay, so choose the correct option is option B. Now moving to the question number 11. Question number 11, smart grid follows which type of the flow of energy? Which type of the flow of energy? That is called bidirectional. 11 option A, bidirectional energy. Now let's go to the explanations plot. Bidirectional energy. So what happened? We choose this option. Okay, so what happened? Traditional grids energy flows unidirectionally from the power plants to the consumers. So what about the smart grids? Smart grids enables the bidirectional energy flow, allowing energy flow from producer to the consumers and backs. That is the reliable source like solar plants and homes to the grids. The primary characteristics of the grid bidirectional flow is supporting distributed energy resources. That's why we choose the bidirectional, that is which is option A. Now moving to the question number 12. What is the flow of data? What is the flow of data? It is generations, acquisitions, storage and analysis. Is option 12, option C. Now let's discuss why you choose 12 option C. The typical data flow in IoT system, including smart grids, list generations. Data is generated by the sensor or devices first. Then acquisitions. Then data is collected or captured. Then storage. Data is stored, that is in cloud or database. And then analysis. Data is processed and analyzed for insights. So the correct sequence is acquisition, storage and analysis. Option C. Okay, now moving to the question number, just a minute. Yes, question 12, option C. Now let's move to the question number 13. Intelligent transport system is least likely to render which of the following connectivity? That is option D, a vehicle to home connectivity. Okay, 13 option D, a vehicle to home connectivity. Now let's analyze this part. The intelligent transport system, that is ITS, used to IoT to enhance the transportation through the connectivity. So let's, first one is the vehicle to vehicle connectivity. So vehicle to vehicle connectivity enables communication between the vehicle for safety and coordinations. Okay, safety and coordination. The second option is about vehicle to sensor connectivity. The sensor connectivity, that is traffic or weather sensors interacting with the vehicles. The third one is the vehicle to road infrastructure that connects vehicle to traffic lights or road signals. And the most appropriate option, that is vehicle to the home connectivity. Vehicle to the home connectivity, that is, this is less likely as ITS focus on transportation network, not direct home integrations through the possible, and more smart cities context is not a primary focus, That's why we choose 13 option D, vehicle to home connectivity. This one, vehicle to home connectivity. Now let's do the question number 14. Approximately around dash of the total data available currently in the world is unstructured. Approximately around dash of the total data available currently in the world structure. That is 80% of the data available currently in the world is unstructured, not in proper structure way. 80%. Okay, 14 option D, 80%. Studies and industry reports from the IDC or Gartner, the estimate that the significant portion of global data is unstructured. Okay, that is the video or images, social media, text or any others. The commonly cited figure is around 80%, reflecting the dominance of the unstructured data in the digital age. So that's why you choose the last option, that is option D, 80%. Now moving to the last question. SQL manages dash data. Clearly it is structured data. Okay, structured data. SQL manages dash data, that is called structured data. So see, SQL stands for structured query language. It's designed to manage the structured data, which is organized in the tables with rows and columns. The relational database like MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQL servers, MongoDB, DB2, like this. So unstructured data, that is text or images, requires no SQL database or specialized tools. Corrupt and non-organized are not a valid category for the SQL management. Okay, so we choose the most appropriate option, that is called the structured data. So 15 option C, that is called structured data. Now guys, you can see we successfully attempted the 15 questions. Now we are going to submit the answer of these questions. Your answers are successfully submitted. Okay, thank you for taking week 11 assignment 11s. Okay guys, we attempted all the questions with explanations. If you like this video, you can share. Okay, and these details explanations helpful for your upcoming examinations when you are going to appear the NPTEL examinations theoretically. So you prepare yourself very well and take care of yourselves. Study hard. All the best for your examinations.